They ain't paying us and shit. You eating Skittles and 7-Up in every goddamn video. Hello, YouTube. It's Kevin and Makael. Yes, we are still a group. We are still on YouTube. We're still doing it. Even after Monday's video where we yelled at each other, we went there. We really went there. It was deep. It was intense. You know, it was a tearjerker. You know, a lot of you guys were crying. I heard in the comments. I just want to say thank you guys so much. No matter whose side you agree, either Makael and Amber or me and my mom, I'm just glad that you guys were able to watch that video. It wasn't about Beyonce. It wasn't about Gaga, Ciara. You know, it was just a real good video. So just thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for leaving your comments, being truthful. Some of y'all went in on me, and yes, I'm the type of person, and I'm still working on it, where, you know, I might have my opinion on something. It's going to be hard to change that opinion, and I will Nene leaks you. I will overtalk you. I will.
Is that what they said?
Yes, I will go there if I have to.
Well, at least I'm not the only one that saw it.
But you know, I will say this. In the comments, though, a lot of people make it seem like Makael don't always cut me off.
Well, no.
There we go, clearly.
No, I'm clearly,
see?
But you know what I think it is? Of course I always cut you off. I always cut you off.
But they be making it seem like I do it all the time when you do it more than me.
No, but I think that when it comes time when I give you your time to say, because you know you can be very long-winded when you're making your point. I mean, you can. I can too, but you can be long-winded. Once you are over your long-windedness and it's time for me to explain, and you go, no, because I
don't pay you no mind. I don't pay nobody no mind.
I think that's what they're saying. Like, sometimes you have to.
I'm just saying.
It's sometimes, even though your point, you know, you may be right, but you still have to hear out the other side.
It's hard for me to do that because once once it's locked
it can't be hard for you to do that. You know why? Because it's two people on the show, not one. Yeah. So you got to make sure you remember that it's two and not one. Because I remember that it's two. Because I always let you say what you got to say. I may cut you off, but I still let you say what you got to say.
And you know what? All that cutting off, we're going to stop because at least y'all going to stop saying that I do it, okay? Because it's Makael.
Well, no, I don't know. I would admit that you don't cut me off as much as I cut you off, but you do over talk.
Yeah, I do.
Like Nene, you do. And
but I'm not as rude as she is when it comes to it. But yo, I got some things I have some video announcements. You know, first of all, I want to say to all the new subscribers out there that we gained, you know, thank you for watching the Skorpion Show. Thanks for clicking on our faces. Please thumbs up our video. That goes to everyone. Please click the like button. That's very important to the Skorpion Show. That we get at least 2,000 likes and 1,000 comments a video. And we have been doing very, very well. We're getting at least 1,000 comments.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
And I want to get those 2,000 likes. And we need our supporters to share our video on Facebook. Please, it's not hard to click share and to put it on your Facebook wall. Why are we asking you to do that? Because we want more people to find out about the Skorpion Show. You know, so please help us. And please, when we ask you to please retweet our videos on Twitter, please just retweet. You know, it doesn't cost to retweet, to like, or share, or leave a comment. So yes, I'm going hard on y'all on that. Please, please, click the like button for us. What else? Okay, Makael and I, if you did not know, we will be in Miami Memorial Day weekend for Sizzle 2010. Not 2010. For Sizzle 10. This is the 10th anniversary of Sizzle Miami, and we will both be sitting on the panel at Hyatt Live with Lionel, What's the T, and Derek L. Briggs. What's the T name is really trying. But, you know, I'm so used to calling people by their Twitter names. You know, that's what I do. But we will be there in the lobby that Friday evening. Late Friday afternoon we'll be there. And we're gonna, if you're in Miami area, no, you don't have to be gay to come. If you want to come to the Hyatt Hotel that's in downtown Miami, you're welcome to come, support us, and, you know, talk with us and have a good time. And a lot of people making it seem like you're not going to be seeing me, but I'm going to be there for 6 days. So you'll be able to see both of us. Makael will be there the weekend. I will be there the whole time. So if you don't see me, that's a problem. Because I will be clubbing. I'll be at all the little events. Also, Makael and I need your vote to for the 2011 Black Weblog Awards. I will have the link inside the more info box. I ask that you guys please vote for us for best group blog, best video blog, blog of the year, and something else.
Are we nominated for all those?
We need the nominations.
Wait, did we win something from them last year?
We won best LGBT blog and best video blog. But I don't want us to be nominated for best LGBT blog because, you know, when I looked at the qualifications for our show, we do not just simply have topics on gay and lesbian and transgender issues.
We have topics
on everything. So we need you guys to vote to nominate us on where you think is appropriate. So I have the link inside the more info box. And also, my cousin is doing a casting call for a show for Left Right Television. And it's about a big secret. If you have a big secret that you want to reveal to someone and you don't mind doing it on television, you know, the link is inside the more info box. I'll have all the information down there for the casting for the show. So if you want to do that, please support my cousin too. It's for Left Right Television. They have done a lot of shows that I can't name off the top of my head, but it's definitely a big company. So if you want to be on the reality show and you have a big secret that you want to tell, please email my cousin. And all the information is in the more info box. And now we can get on to our new video. Thank you for letting me talk, Makael.
Oh, I was trying to make sure I got
tearing them Skittles up.
Sorry.
Shout out to Skittles. Hey, Skittles, where you been at, girl? Okay. Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon had their babies over the weekend. Mariah delivered Saturday morning in California. And she had twins, of course, a boy and a girl. And these are their names. Moroccan Scott Cannon and Monroe Cannon. Scott is Nick Cannon's middle name, and it's also his grandmother's maiden name. And Monroe does not have a middle name because Mariah doesn't have a middle name, but she's named after Marilyn Monroe because Mariah Carey is a big Marilyn Monroe fan. And this is all from CNN.com, who had the exclusive on the names. So congratulations to Mariah Carey, but don't nickname the babies M&Ms because I think that Mariah would have a big problem with that because you all know her and Eminem don't go together. So it's Moroccan and Monroe. But how do you feel about the names?
It's their kids. I mean, they can name whatever they
My
want.
only thing is Moroccan is kind of too much. Why not just Morocco? Morocco is not that hard.
I saw a comment on the YBF where someone said something to the effect of Mariah and they didn't name Mariah and Nick, but what they said was parents need to be a little less selfish when they're naming their kids because they need to think about how the names are going to sound in the future. And I'm thinking like, well, you just hit the nail on the head. Their kids, they can name their kids whatever they want to name their kids. You weren't in the bedroom with them when they were making their kids. You weren't in the delivery room with them when they were delivering their kids, and you weren't there when they were naming their kids. So for you to say that someone needs to stop being selfish when they're naming their kids, you need to stop being selfish thinking that somebody's going to sit here and listen to you tell somebody else not to be selfish when they're naming their kids.
I mean, but my thing with that, now something now, people do have some crazy ass names out there, but it's nothing that we can do about it. You know?
I mean, it's not. I mean, if that's what their parents decided to name them, then that's what their parents decided to name them.
But
if her kids don't like it when they turn a certain age, they can change their name just like Will Smith changed his name.
Well, it was Willard Smith. Right?
Yeah, but he didn't like Willard.
So
he liked Simple Will. Yeah, I mean, if her kids don't like their names when they get to a certain age, they have every right to change it. But until then, while they're living under Nick and Mariah's roof, it's going to be Maracas and Monroe's.
Moroccan and Monroe.
Whatever.
Eminem.
Yeah. And if they don't like it, then they can get out and go pay their own damn bills and change it.
Oh, just call him Rocco. Rocco for short. And Roro. Rocco and Roro or something. I don't know. Moroccan is just...
I'm not big on nicknames. Did you ever notice that? I'm not really big on nicknames. Like, for instance, I don't like for people to call me Kel. There's two people that call me Makels with an S.
Oh wow!
And it's one of my neighbors on my block who I've known for years, and his cousin who I've known for years. Those are the only two people that I allow to call me Kels because I've known them for a long time. And so I don't know. But I really don't like nicknames for me. I would rather you call me Makael or don't call me anything at all. Just like, for instance, when I talk to people about you, they seem to never know who I'm talking about when I'm saying Kevin. Yeah, and they'd be like, who? And I'd say, Kevin, the guy I do the show with. And they go, oh, the Skorpion. I'm like, his name is not the Skorpion. His name is Kevin. Like, that irritates me because if you notice, I never call you the Skorpion. I always call you Kevin, but everybody else seems to say the Skorpion. I'm like,
one day, I just pray that it could just be Kevin and Makael.
Yeah.
I want to change it so bad.
But you started it.
We done built so much off the name.
No, I don't have a problem with the name of the show. I just don't want to call you personally the Skorpion.
I just want to be Kevin. Like, I mean, I don't care if you call me Skorpion, but I want to be Kevin. Ain't that kind of weird?
Don't say you. But then don't say you don't care.
I'm gonna go by. You know, they call me.
Well, shit, you need to be like me. Put your foot down. My name is Makael.
No, I'm not gonna be like that.
And don't call me anything else. Why not? Diana Ross. I mean, look,
Diana Ross. Diana is not even her real name, I think.
No, Diana Ross, Miss Ross.
Her name is Diane. She's going by Diane. It is Diane.
No, it's not Diane.
It's
Diane.
That is
her birth name, Diana Ross.
No, Diane is her birth name.
No, it's not.
All right.
Don't tell me.
Don't tell me.
Is the Skorpion your birth name?
No, it's not.
Is Mama Skorpion her birth name?
Hell no. It is Miss Barbara. Speaking of Mama Skorpion, she does have a YouTube channel. So you guys need to go over there and subscribe to her channel. The link is down in the more info box. Everything is going to be in the more info box. So just check that more info box. If you want to skip topics, it's in the more info box. Next on our list is we have Celebrity Apprentice. We really didn't get a chance to talk about it because, you know, we had a big debate. So the main thing I want to talk about... What is going on? What is she doing?
She's stepping her feet.
Tell her to go upstairs before I make her go upstairs for something else. Before I make her stomp her feet for something else. Excuse me, I had to catch myself. So, you know, Nene Leakes went in on Star Jones. Now, I missed that part, but I watched it today. And let me just say, Nene should have been fired while she did that tirade in front of the client.
Oh, yeah, that was horrible.
Who wants anybody representing their products with a nasty ass attitude like that?
Did you see how he was looking at her? He was disgusted too.
I was scared. You know what? I was scared. If I was one of them white girls, I would have been scared. If I was Star, fuck the cameras. I would have said, turn those cameras off. And bitch, who the fuck you think you talking to? You know, but I understand why Star is not going off because Star does have an image that she has to uphold. So no, you know, she's not going to be the bitch on TV. Not unless she's doing the apprentice stuff, because, you know, that's what she's supposed to do. But she's not going to be no bitch and yell and scream with somebody, because that's not Star-like, you know? So, you know, I was kind of feeling like, damn, you let her talk to you like that? But I understand why she was doing that.
Mm-hmm. Because Nene,
even though she was on the Housewives of Atlanta.
I love what Nene was, I mean, I was getting my keys off of what Nene was saying. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, Nene made herself look like a buffoon. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just point blank. She made herself look like a buffoon. Star handled herself very well, and Nene, you know, but then, like Star said, this isn't the Housewives of Atlanta. You think you're on the set of the Housewives of Atlanta, you know? You can't always go from place to place talking to people like that. And I agree with you. She should have been embarrassed, but clearly she wasn't embarrassed. You know why she wasn't embarrassed for talking like that in front of that guy? Because that is her MO. That is what she is used to doing. Mm-hmm. Because she doesn't get called out for doing it. I mean, that's why she's famous. For acting like an asshole. Mm-hmm. So, you know, why would you stop doing that? Why would you stop doing what has made you famous? Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter who's in front of her. I mean, she's ignorant.
It was just, and then she a punk ass bitch.
She told her she was going to fuck her up too.
Yes.
I'll fuck
Where's
you up,
Barbara
bitch.
Walters?
She told her, I will fuck you up, bitch. Excuse my
Bring
language.
your street game.
I don't really talk like that, but that's what she said.
Bring your motherfucking street
That's
game.
what she told her.
She went off.
She did.
But I mean, what else is there to say about Nene that hasn't been said? I'm just saying, but that, you know what, Donald, you should have fired her. But now it makes you look like you're really keeping them around to pit the black people against each other, black women. And, you know, I read an article about, black women in television, or black women always look like the angry black woman. And I mean, you can't blame these television producers. You have to blame these people that's going on TV acting the fool, because there are a lot of white people that's on TV acting the fool. And I don't hear people coming out against them, because when you watch Bad Girls Club, it be white girls on TV acting the fool. When you look at Mob Wives, the way they live their life, that's not cool. That's not cool at all to have a husband raising a child behind the phone doing homework. And I seen that episode. I was fucking over it. Smashing, going angry white woman smashing up her phone. Ain't nobody talk about that though. Stop just singling out the black people. It's white people on TV doing a lot of shit. With girls going wild. Hello. Anyway.
Well, let me just say this about Donald Trump. I don't think Donald Trump is keeping them on. I don't think it has anything to do with race. I think it has something to do with ratings. Yeah.
There you go.
Their arguments and their tirades are bringing the ratings. I mean, we all tune in. We all say, "Oh, I can't wait till next week to see them go out," and that's ratings for him. So I don't think it has anything to do with black people. I just think that. Nene is loud and she's vocal. For instance, if you're flipping through the channel and you see a commercial of Nene telling Star, "I will fuck you up, bitch, don't play with me," of course you're going to say, "Ooh, I can't wait to see that. When that's coming on."
I couldn't wait to see that.
That's what we do. Now, if you see two white women doing that, you may say, "Oh, I want to see that." Or if you see them fighting each other, "Oh, I want to see that." But you ain't going to be that excited to unless, it's just something about us black people. We just like to bring you on there.
Something about that color.
Yeah.
Colors excite people.
Yeah, because black people get all up in your face. Bitch, who the fuck you think you talking? Who you talking to? Oh, yeah, that's how we do. Mm-hmm. That's not how I do, but that's how they do.
But Nene definitely should have been eliminated. I think Star is playing, not Star. I think that Donald is showing favoritism to LaToya Jackson. Just because she's Michael's sister, she was eliminated, but also I understand why you brought her back, because Jose Canseco actually left without really being fired. But what about somebody, it could have been somebody else with the stable, they didn't have to get fired. Like Mark McGrath, he didn't have to get fired, but you fired him, you ain't bring him back. But anyway, he loved the fight in LaToya that she didn't want to quit, so he brought her back.
Excuse me, because these boots are killing me.
Yes,
but,
I don't know how you...
I don't think that it's just... Ooh, my feet feel so much better. I don't think that it's just favoritism. I think that Donald knows that Star... If you see, he was instigating the whole... But LaToya said that she's cool with Nene. So, she doesn't... He wants that. He likes that drama between the three of them.
But I don't know.
And that's what he's aiming for, is to get that drama out of the three of them. He wants all three of them to go at each other, and he likes to see that. So I think that
But LaToya not going to really go there the way Nene would go there, and Star doesn't want to do too much around the cameras.
No, she doesn't want to do too much around the cameras, because you see after the elimination, she told her, "No, we're going to talk off camera."
Hope got fired. Thank you, Jesus. So who's now left on the women's team? Marley, Star, and Nene.
Oh,
but it's going to be drama, because 3 people getting fired next week. We spending too much time on Celebrity Apprentice. It's going to be good next week. Yeah. Can't wait to watch. And no, I'm not boycotting Donald Trump. We could talk about that whole situation. Donald, do not run for president, because you couldn't even sit there and take the heat from the president and Seth Meyers. You can't be president.
No, but did you hear what he said? He said he actually liked he thought what President Obama had to say during the thing was funny. Which I thought was kind of hard to believe, being as though the camera was panned on him most of the night, and he was so stone-faced and didn't have any type of expression on his face, but yet he claimed that he thought it was funny. But he had a problem with Seth Meyers saying that, he didn't think Seth Meyers was funny at all. I'm thinking, like, Donald, please, you're full of it. Don't run for president like Kevin said, because if you do, you're not going to get the Republican nomination, because nobody's not going to take you serious. You can't even give a speech in front of a group of people without cussing. Who wants their president to talk like that?
I would love to hear a Barack and Michelle conversation without cameras and stuff.
Yeah, but that's not it. But I'm sure a lot of people like that. But that's not in front of the cameras. You know what's so funny? What's so funny, because years and years ago, in the Oval Office of the White House, they used to have a private tape recorder in there, and it was for the president, so at the end of his term, he could use the recordings for like his his library, you know, when like certain things that went on during his administration, and they played Richard Nixon's recording. Richard Nixon was a bigot and a lot of things that he used the N-word. He couldn't stand, you know, certain people. I mean, he just had a filthy mouth. But of course he talked like that because there wasn't any cameras around. And I'm sure he completely forgot that recording was in the Oval Office. So of course a lot of these presidents, I'm sure Barack Obama has a filthy mouth too. But I think Donald Trump, for you to be so bold and brazen to talk like that in public in front of cameras and then in front of a women's group, like you don't even have any respect for women. And you're sitting there talking please don't run for president because I don't want to see you or that hair on my TV screen other than The Apprentice. Yeah, I don't.
Okay, so Nene, she talking about me. Excuse me. So Nene was on Russ Parr Morning Show today, promoting her new play. Loving Him is Killing Me.
Did you hear who she said was in the play?
Teeny, Angie Stone, and some other people. You know,
it was like, who hired all these? Who was the casting director?
And they coming to Philly May 19th through May 23rd. And the only way you can get me there is if Nene buy me a ticket. Because I'm Loving Him is Killing Me.
Can you imagine her on stage acting?
A fool.
A fool.
She probably act like this like she's doing Housewives of Atlanta. According to this interview, she has been acting way before the Housewives of Atlanta. You know, a lot of them do act. That's why they're on the Housewives of Atlanta. And that's why they are considered actors. So, I mean...
But yet they didn't want to get paid as being actors. Remember that whole dispute a few seasons ago? Yes. They didn't want to get paid for being actors because they felt as though it was reality.
That shows were getting syndicated. Yeah. You want to syndicate me, I want the check.
But then they said, but wait, how can you want the check when you didn't sign on as an actor?
Okay.
But now they want to sign... You know, come on.
Woo.
You know.
So the interviewer let Nene have it, you know, saying, you know, you're a bully and how do you think about you being a bully? And, you know, Nene was over talking her. And then the funny part was when she was like, so you just do this on camera, you just yell at people, you don't let no one say what they have to say, you're tall and that's why people think you're a bully. So Nene says, so what's your question? That part was funny as hell. Yeah. But they let Nene have it. I mean, Nene is Nene. I mean, I don't think it's anything you can tell her. She's in her 40s. She's a grown woman. I mean, she does have children, and I guess she's okay with her children seeing how the way she acts on camera. So, I mean...
I listened to the interview today, and I have to say that I kind of was on the side of Nene.
Yeah,
because even though Nene is... You know, Nene, I'm not a fan of Nene's, you know. I can honestly say that those two women, because it sounded like it was two women on the Russ Parr that was asking me the question.
Two.
It's particularly one of them. It seemed like as she was asking Nene the questions, it seemed like she was trying to back her into a corner, like, gotcha, I got you, see, I got you, you are, see, and it seemed like that's what she was doing to Nene. And Nene was beating her at her game, like, come on, like, you're saying all this stuff, like Nene said. You want to talk about this I kind of agree with Nene, but then I kind of don't agree with her. Because Nene said, you want to talk about all the bad stuff that they show on the show, you know, but you don't ever want to talk about the good stuff. But then again, Nene, they only show the bad stuff with you. So, I mean, it's like a catch-22. She's asking you, she's talking about stuff that we all see, which is you going off on people. We rarely see you being a good person. I think the only time I ever really saw her being a good person was when the show first started. Because remember, she was calm, and I guess she was trying to figure everybody out. But then as the show progressed, that's when she started becoming more and more of the Nene that we're all used to. But I just think that the interviewer was being a little bit... I think she was just being a little bit...
She had an agenda, and she definitely had an agenda. And she don't like Nene.
And she don't like Nene, clearly. She tried to play it off like, oh no, I don't have a problem with Nene. You do have a problem with Nene. Because your whole questioning of to Nene, you had an agenda. Your agenda was to prove that she's a bully and to get her upset so then you can say, see, I told you you're a bully. Look how you talking to me. That's what your agenda was, and I caught on to it. And I'm not a Nene fan. So yes, I caught on to what you were doing.
And I will try to have a link to that interview. Actually, it's on Concrete Loop.
Yeah, you go to concreteloop.com and you can listen to it. I will have a link
for it.
Shout out to Angel.
Yes, Angel, I'm trying to see you this week, girl. I'm gonna try to come to New York either this week or next week. I got you, though. Ciara has a new man.
Ciara.
She finally confirmed that now let's try to get his name together. She is dating Amari Stoudemire,
yes,
who plays for the New York Knicks. Now, congratulations to Ciara. But this is my thing.
I can make it big. I can date a baller. To y'all, he's a basketball player. To me, he's a baller. I ride it so good. You can't wait to.
Addicted to winning.
Really not today.
What's up, y'all?
Man, these hoes try to.
What's up with these singers and these NBA ballers or these females? I want to know. Is that why Ciara was sitting? Is that why Ciara was sitting out there on the basketball court? No, can you go ahead?
No, because of course, clearly that's why she was sitting courtside.
Is this another way to say? Is this another way to say she was a groupie? Because
no, she wasn't a groupie. Ciara was sitting.
She had better ways to do it.
No.
It's like, no, I'm gonna play.
Ciara was sitting at the game courtside because her and Omar they were dating, but they weren't announcing. Just like remember with Jay-Z and Beyonce, they were dating for like a year or two before they even admitted they were dating.
Every basketball game wasn't a Knicks game where we seen Ciara sitting on the court side.
Yeah, she used to sit on courtside in Atlanta. Remember, it used to be at the Atlanta Hawks game.
I guess you couldn't get an Atlanta baller because they already know about her. Anyway, so no, I'm only.
She a tweaker.
Shut up, no.
I didn't get that.
I'm only messing with the Ciara stands. I'm only messing with the Ciara stands, but I'm just trying to find out. You missed it.
I didn't get it.
Right.
What?
Watch your back.
No, I didn't get it. What does that mean?
What? What do I mean?
They already know about her. What is that? I didn't get it.
She's a tweaker. She's a tweaker.
It must be a 22-19 thing because I don't get it.
Oh God.
Bulls and the Knicks.
No. Anyway, I'm just fucking with y'all. We haven't talked about Ciara in a while on the Skorpion show because there was nothing to talk about. So now that we're talking about
she has nothing going on.
I mean, she did do it. She was at a step show, but I mean,
she's decent.
She was at a step show.
I'll be at step shows too.
She was performing at a step show, Ciara.
Oh, where? In someone's basement?
Wait.
What live band? A drum and a coffee can?
Do me a favor, be quiet. She was performing at a step show?
Yes, at the Fox Theater when I was in Atlanta.
Was she a judge or was she stepping?
Child, she was dancing. She was the halftime performance, I believe.
She was the halftime performance.
I believe.
Your responsibility.
I'm just saying.
You know what? Next.
I'm not saying.
You know what? I'm a born again Christian after Easter, and I promise I wouldn't say anything bad about anybody. Next.
Shout out to Monica, who has an NBA ball, who's now her husband.
Shout out to Monica. I heard she's joining The Voice.
She joined The Voice.
Yes.
And we'll see Monica next week on The Voice. Now, I didn't watch all of The Voice. I only watched the last hour of The Voice because I was watching Braxton Family Values.
Can I just say this real quick? Mm-hmm. Monica, you know exactly what you're doing because The Voice is getting a big buzz. Whoopi Goldberg even said that she liked The Voice. Whoopi Goldberg don't like reality TV shows. Monica, you be tweeting talking about you writing your stuff for your new album. You know what you was doing. You on The Voice because you can promote that album.
How you doing?
You know exactly.
Well, it's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
And if I was wrong with it at all, you know what? And I would try to get. If I was a singer, I would try to get Glee to do my goddamn songs.
I know that's right.
Some type of promotion, because I mean,
Christina, I'm sure you got a song that they can yell on Glee.
You see how Lady Gaga got her song promoted like shit on there.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Singer. Yeah, I heard you. And yes, she is a yeller. She is the queen of unofficial runs, but you know what? She's definitely the voice of our generation. Hey, she just still got to learn how to control it a little bit. Sometimes it could just get away from her.
Yeah,
still
it can go all the way away from her. Then she has to reel it back on in.
Yeah, but Christina, you definitely.
That should be an interesting pair. Her, Monica, CeeLo.
But she's going to be CeeLo's help. And Blake Shelton, I believe, is going to have Reba McEntire. They're all going to have different singers help them.
What about the guy Adam from?
Adam, I can't remember who, but they all getting help. To help them with their singers. So basically, now let me tell you, now that they got the 8 singers, shut the fuck up, please. So now that they got their 8 singers, they're going to have each 2 of them sing one song, and whoever sings the best, they're going to move on. It's going to be down to 4 people, and then America is going to get to decide. It's kind of, the rules are still kind of fishy to me, but I didn't like when I seen Frenchie and Taylor and Ramsey battling out on one song. I didn't like that. Because, I mean, you got two big voices, Christina. You need both of them. So why would you pit them against each other? I don't know. But that show is getting really, really good. And you know what I love about it? Like, when the people don't get picked, they don't act all immature like American Idol, where they say, fuck the judges, I can sing better than them anyway. You know, that's one damn thing for sure I love about this show. It's really, really good.
Well, because we know that that's not true. We know that they would sing better than Christina. I mean, come on.
Who can sing better than Christina?
I said we know they can't.
Oh, I was about to say. So...
You about to say what?
Who can sing better? That's what I was going to say.
You mean who can yell better? Nobody can yell better.
Christina sings too.
She does sing. She does. Christina's one of my favorites.
Okay.
But she's one of my faves, so I think it's fair for me to say that she yells too. Okay. Now, if she wasn't one of my faves, I'd have no right to say that.
Because your grandmother yells all the time. And kicks off her shoes.
First of all,
her damn wings.
First of all,
I believe I can fly.
My grandmother, let's get one thing straight. Let's get one thing motherfucking straight.
Sky.
You know what? Let's get one thing motherfucking straight. My grandmother wasn't a yeller. My grandmother knew how to control her yelling, okay? If she did yell, she yelled, and she brought it right on back, okay?
I can
My grandmother knew how to work the stage and not go off tune. Christina can't work a stage and not go off tune. Hence, what was that, the American Music Awards a few years ago?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
And could not keep on tune with her own voice.
But let her sit there.
She was standing there, her voice was over there.
Let her stand there and just sing.
Yes, okay, because my grandmother could walk and run across the stage and still stay on tune.
Every day.
So don't do it.
It's so wonderful.
And my mother can do it too. Okay.
Suddenly.
Yeah, suddenly what?
Your girl don't sing it like Christina.
Child, please. Beyonce don't want to sing it like Christina.
Because she can't.
She don't want to sing it like Christina.
Because she can't.
Okay? That's one thing my mother can do. My mother can run across the stage and still have total control over her motherfucking voice. Let's not get it the fuck twisted.
Well, you know what, though? I'll say this,
Christina may be the voice of our generation, but she damn sure ain't got the control of our generation.
But shit, you ain't never seen Christina get booed neither, did you?
Beyonce got booed because she wouldn't stop for pictures.
And she got booed in Philly.
She got stopped. She got booed because she wouldn't stop to take a picture. That's why she got booed.
You know what? They was wrong as hell. But Christina fucked up in front of 60,000 people, and they didn't even boo her when she was singing the national anthem.
Oh, but she was the joke of the next day on the morning show, wasn't she? They didn't even talk about the Super Bowl. They talked about her.
They say boo, boo. You know what? They was wrong as hell. Them people at the thing.
Well, this is what I have to say about that. Let me just say something about that real quick. That was wrong for them to do that, but we all also got to remember that the paparazzi, they make their money by taking pictures of celebrities. And when they take great pictures or great shots of celebrities, they get a lot of money for those pictures. So if Beyonce and Jay-Z or whatever celebrity is not cooperating with the paparazzi and not helping them make their money, then okay, they're going to boo because they feel as though we need you to help us make our money. A lot of people forget that paparazzi, they don't just take the pictures just to be taking them to send them off to media takeout or concrete loop. They're making money off these pictures. So I mean, when people said that Beyonce got booed, I didn't get upset because it didn't faze you. That's irrelevant.
But the best way to say it in a Beyonce lyric, in a Beyonce song, the first time I said no is like I never said
you
yes.
see, thank you.
Bam.
Okay, Beyonce said she said no, and they started booing her. Look,
and we're moving on. Braxton Family Values came on last night. Did you watch the show?
I watched it with you.
Oh, I'm saying, you didn't watch the first part.
Oh, not the first part.
All right, so the first part of the show, Tamar invited, let me say as fast as people on Glee. Tamar invited everybody to her house, because they having a big thing for Toni Braxton the next day. So Tamar flies in her brother. He surprises everybody at the house. But before he comes, Tamar had a set of rules for all the girls in the house. No eating anywhere in the house except for the kitchen. You can't be up if I'm not up. My maid is for me to clean up after me, not for y'all.
Tamar is a maid?
Yes. Okay, she has like a house, 3 cars, all that. She better have a damn maid. Shit.
Well, I mean,
what you trying to say? She ain't got nothing else better to do?
I didn't say that. You said it.
You're not saying that. I just said it.
I didn't say that, but
Hey, Tay.
I didn't say it. I just, I thought people still clean their own houses. I did. I have to clean my house. I do. I'm just saying.
Tamar wants to do landscaping too, shit.
Okay. I mean, come on, Tamar. Your maid only cleans up after you.
She had so many other ridiculous rules, but she said, but none of them applies to mother. And Miss Evelyn, like, I know that's right. Okay, I said, yes, Miss Evelyn, you better set her straight. You know,
the rules thing was a little.
Yeah, it was a little.
But you know what? That's her house,
Yeah.
so I guess you can have rules in your house.
And
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't like going to people's house where I have to take off my shoes. Of course, my eyes roll in the back of my head when they be like, "Take off your shoes." I'm like, oh God.
She
take off
had
your
rules
shoes,
like
but
nobody can sit on my couch unless they take a shower first.
She didn't have rules like that.
And nobody can come to my house if I don't approve of it. You know, and that's damn sure. And Makael know all about that one. That rule.
You sure? Okay. So she said, "Y'all gonna come over?" I said, "Sure." So I don't know. Did you say? I said, "Oop, say no more." That is your house. I will keep my black ass in my hotel. She said, "Oh yeah, can I fit out?"
Why she said,
Child, that let me tell you something. Y'all had to be there for that particular moment. That was a classic Tamer. She put me right. She said, and didn't say no more about it after that, did she? No, she didn't.
nope. So Miss Evelyn, they get to start talking about Miss Evelyn, and you know they were saying how she should try some Botox, and they take her child, they take her, and Tamar. I am Toni Braxton, and I am for plastic surgeries. I said, now you know what, really? So
No, I don't think the mom needs it.
So they take her. She get the Botox injection.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she likes it. And then I hope I'm telling the story right. So afterwards, her Tamar and
Tracy?
Trina. It's a Tamar and Tracy.
Trina.
Tamar and Trina. They go eat. They go to Mr. Child's in L.A. And they sitting there talking about what happened with the intervention a couple weeks ago. And then I think they were trying to. I can't remember everything that was said at that table, but they were they was talking it over. And then Toni came in the situation. When Toni came, Toni was like, they started talking about the money situation with the mom. Dad left mom with practically nothing, and it's just me and Tamar taking care of her, and nobody else is putting up no money. Like nobody, not Tawanda, not Tracy, not Trina. And Trina was like, well, I wasn't able to put up money at the time. There was nothing I could do. I wasn't in my situation. Mm-hmm. But I guess now that they're in that situation, nobody is still not putting up any money. And so she went to say that, Tawanda makes her money from Toni. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what Tracy does. But she was, Toni was starting to get upset about it. And then Tamar was saying, well, I don't charge Toni to sing. I haven't charged Toni for years. And then
also Tamar does it for free.
Yeah, she does it for free. Huh. So she was like, how can you still sit there and charge your sister? And that's when she's like, that's dirty, low down.
Wait, what are they talking about? Wait, who charged who?
Tamar doesn't charge Toni to sing.
But who charges who?
Trina charges Toni. If she sings back up, she charges Toni. So Tamar was saying that's not right, that's mean, low down, blah 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 blah. But I mean, considering Toni's financial situation, I understand. But also at the end of the day, if you need to put money on your table and keep a roof over your head, you have to get paid somehow.
But I can't agree with that.
Everybody's not in your situation.
Yeah, I can't agree with that because Tamar is more financially stable than Trina is. Mm-hmm. Granted, Trina's husband, I'm sure he does a good job at what it is that he does. I'm not for sure what he does, something like with computers and stuff, right? I'm sure he makes a lot of money, but he doesn't have Lady Gaga as his number one client like Tamar's husband does. Mm-hmm. So Tamar doesn't financially. She really doesn't need the money from Toni. Not saying that Trina does, but I think that's a little. That's not right to say, family should get some kind of discount. I don't know how they work it out, but Tamar, she has to get compensated some kind of way. Yeah, she has to get compensated. I mean, just because you don't get paid doesn't mean she shouldn't get paid. I mean, that's totally different. I mean, Trina still is getting up and working. Mm. That's working.
So basically, Toni got tired of it, like the going back and forth, and she broke down crying. So she was saying she didn't want to talk about it. And Tamar was like, we sweep too much stuff under the rug and we keep too much to ourselves. And then when we get to this situation, it always explodes like this.
Yeah. Can I just say this about the mom situation? Mm-hmm. Now, Tawanda is a mother with 2 kids, and she has a marriage that's kind of not in good terms right about now. Now, I don't know how much money Toni is paying Tawanda to be her assistant. I'm sure she's paying her a lot of money because that house that she lives in don't look like it's cheap at all. So I'm sure she's paying Tawanda a lot of money. That's, to me, see, that whole family situation, that's a little, I don't know if I would want a family member working that close under me. Mm-hmm. Because now you have this family member who knows your financial situation. Because Toni knows how much Tawanda's getting paid because she's paying her. So then Toni can say, well, Tawanda, I know how much you're getting paid because I'm paying you and you can contribute something for mine. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Which I don't think that's necessarily right because of the fact that Tawanda has a family of her own that she has to take care of.
Tawanda doesn't seem like she's a confrontational type of person.
Well, no, she's not a confrontational person at all. She's not. She's not a confrontational person.
Like, she's more of a mediator. I think she might be the strongest one, too. Like, when they was talking about the, afterwards, they left. Toni left, and those, Tawanda and Trina, they laughed and, hugged each other and all of that. So they was all right. They felt like fools after Toni started crying. Tamar and Trina, they felt like fools. And, they was, they wiped their tears and hugged and kept it moving. And then Toni revealed to the family that she had lupus. And, I'm not that educated on lupus, but I'm going to just read off the screen what lupus is so we all can be on the same page. Lupus is a chronic autoimmune disease that can damage any part of the body, skin, joints, and or organs inside the body. Chronic means the signs and symptoms tend to last longer than 6 weeks and often for many years. In lupus, something's go wrong with your immune system, which is the part of the body that fights off viruses, bacteria, and germs. Normally, our immune system produces proteins called antibodies that protect the body from these invaders. Autoimmune means your immune system cannot tell the difference between these foreign invaders and your body's healthy tissues. Auto means self and creates auto-antibodies that attack and destroy healthy tissues. These antibodies cause inflammation, pain, and damage in various parts of the body. I'm going to have a link for that inside the more info box, and it has all the statistics of lupus. But it's higher in black women to get the virus. Women of color are 2 to 3 times more likely to develop lupus. So I'm going to have all of that inside the more info box. I learned a lot from it. But Toni, we're praying for you. And, I said something on Twitter that I found so weird. The media, when Toni filed for her second bankruptcy, every media source put it out there. But when she told her story that she had lupus, basically nobody talked about it. Mm-hmm. And that's really bad for our media. And if you could see what's going on with her, maybe, this is some of the reasons why she is where she is today, because she has to take care of herself. Mm-hmm. And it's not right that no one is, saying, we support you and, good luck. But we can talk about how much money she spent and who she owed money to. It's kind of wrong.
They're thriving on the negativity part of the story rather than something that can be a positive outlook and help other people in her situation. So I agree with you. It's wrong. It's dead wrong because the national media was out there publicizing, she's going bankrupt, not really knowing the real reason why it is that she filed for bankruptcy. Because I had to tell a few people in my family who was questioning her, well, isn't she broke? And I was like, well, no, she's not broke because, what I love about what we do is we actually get to sit down with the horse and get it from the horse's mouth and not from the barn master's mouth. We got it from the horse's mouth. We actually sat down with Toni Braxton herself and she was able to tell us what exactly it was and explain to us step by step. Not many people can say that. Why? Because they tend to get their information from media takeout and these websites that really don't know. First of all, Media Takeout had a picture of Tamar Braxton claiming it was Toni Braxton. So they don't know what they're talking about. But, it was so good to get it from the horse's mouth because now I understand much better why it is that she's in the situation that she's in. And note, to all of you out there, no, Toni Braxton is not broke. Clearly she's not broke. Look at that big ass house she lives in on the show, okay? And that big ass kitchen. She's not broke at all. I mean, that kitchen is probably my whole house put together. That's how big it is. But yes. So, speaking of Toni Braxton.
Yeah, she had to cancel her show in Trinidad because of the beef between the promoters. And it got to where, you know, they were sending death threats, and Toni could not be a part of that. And, you know, I'm glad that Toni, you know, decided to go to Trinidad and do this show. Because, you know, anything can happen. So, Toni decided not to go. And don't forget, Toni does have children, too. So, that she has to provide for.
But let it be known, because I think Tom Joyner gets his information from Media Takeout.
He said something about it, too?
Yeah, but Tom Joyner seems to say a lot of things on his show that is misquoted. For instance, the whole thing with the Kelly Rowland having a sex tape with a white guy. He reads a lot of his stuff from Media Takeout, and I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Because Tom Joyner has a very big listening audience, and so people hear this stuff, and they take what he says when it's not true. But anyway, Tom Joyner said today on his morning show that Toni Braxton was receiving the death threats. Let it be known, we just found out today, before we started recording, we called the horse's mouth, we called the horse, and we found out that no, it is not, death threats were not being sent to Toni. It was being sent back and forth between the promoters of the gig. Toni had an engagement with 2 different promoters, I think for the same day.
It was the same. It was one promoter, but I guess one was saying that they had, and the other one saying that they didn't.
It was 2 promoters that were going at it with each other, and somewhere along the line, death threats were being made. No death threats were made to Toni Braxton. So again, Toni Braxton she did not receive any death threats. But Toni Braxton decided to back out of that whole engagement because she felt as though once the death threats got involved, she didn't want to be a part of it at all. Which is good for her, because I wouldn't want to be a part of that either. And yes, she did give them back their money.
How you doing?
She gave them back their money, okay? So she ain't that broke, because if she was really broke, she would have kept their money, okay? So she ain't that broke, so she gave it back to them. I got your back, Toni, you know.
Yes. So make sure you guys watch Braxton Family Values every Tuesday at 9 p.m. And also, I don't have to compete between The Voice and The Braxtons anymore because The Voice comes on Tuesday at 10 o'clock now. Oh. So I'll be able to watch both shows back to back. And I could probably do a 2-hour block on Blog TV, 9 to 11.
Now sticking with Trinidad.
Yes.
You had something to say.
Yes. Trent from ThatGrapeJuice.net.
Y'all know who Trent is.
Has left ThatGrapeJuice.net. And, you know, it's shocking to me. You know...
He left?
He left That Grape Juice.
Why?
He didn't give me all the details yet, but Trent and I will talk. Trent and I, you know, I noticed that he had followed me because I said on YouTube, on Twitter, I said, well, if you decide to get on YouTube, good luck because we sure could use the competition, which I do mean that we could use the competition. And
you didn't mean it in a shady way.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you meant it in
serious.
You meant it in a friendly, positive way.
Yes.
Like Lady Gaga and Beyonce are competition to each other, but they're both good friends.
Yes.
They're very good friends.
So I don't know who started that rumor.
That they didn't like it. Yeah, I don't know who started that rumor either, but they are very good friends.
Goodbye.
So please, you can stop sending me, is it true that they don't like each other? No, it's not true. If y'all would, if I wish I could tell y'all what it was that Beyonce got Lady Gaga for her birthday, but I can't tell you because it's top secret. But I wish Beyonce would send me that for my birthday. Okay? I mean, I've been a stan for like almost 10 years now.
Only thing you'll get is unfollowed by Angie. So...
I mean, well, hey.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. Anyway, back to Trent of That Grape Juice. So he left the website, but you know, on Twitter he's been saying, "Yeah, slavery has ended." You know, he has been saying a whole lot.
Of nasty,
and he has been tweeting a lot of comments like, "Oh my God, without Trent, I'm not going to That Grape Juice. That website's going to die." You know, people have been saying a whole lot. So maybe we can get Trent to talk to the Skorpion show to find out what happened.
What happened?
And Makael, he sends you a shout out. You know, he told me to tell you hello because we talked via DM.
Oh, he told you to tell. Well, then you know what? I'm gonna have to hit him up on Twitter and say hi to him.
After you unblock him.
I didn't block him, did I?
Yes.
Did I really?
Yes.
Well, after I unblocked him, child. I ain't know I blocked him, but hey, you know.
Yeah, you know.
No, I didn't unblock him because me and him.
I think you blocked him.
I didn't think I blocked him. I thought me and him were arguing on Twitter.
Yeah, you know, we did a long video about Trent.
Yeah.
Of that grape juice. But
okay, well, I
we
won't
let
unblock
bygones.
him.
We let bygones.
Yes, because that was last year, and this
Yeah.
is a new year. And like I said, I was born again on Easter.
But Trent, I wish you the best. You know, I hope that you do create a website or get on YouTube and use some of that shade because you brought some fireness to that website, and it's not going to be the same without you. I mean, it's not. And I don't mean to toot our horns, but I don't know how long we lasted this long. I don't know.
I don't know how we lasted this long either. Woo! I'm sure we've had worse arguments than some of y'all out there, especially you and Sam Trent. Trust me, I'm sure we have. I don't know how we lasted this long, and especially after Monday's video, because I was ready to go upside his head.
Oh, I was ready to go upside and your head.
Okay.
When he did that, who you talking to? Oh.
Mind you, I saw it, and I had to keep reminding it. Mind you, after I said it, then I had the nerve to...
Let's not go there.
Mama Skorpion's about to take
but
it there and throw it around here.
But wait, let's not forget about that roof, though. I will throw you off this motherfucking roof.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And Makael was saying, you know what? Fuck you and this show, blah, blah, blah. And he went out there. You ain't ever got to worry about me coming back. But that bitch is right here.
That was an argument of all arguments.
This bitch try to reprimand me on
We
video.
were on the roof arguing. Trent and Sam, listen to this, because y'all can learn from us. Kevin and I were on the roof arguing one day. What was this, 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
About 2 Wow, we have been doing this show for a long ass time, okay? About 2 years ago, we were on the roof arguing on a nice day, getting ready to record, and all of a sudden, I can't remember why the argument started, but we started arguing with each other, and we thought that we would be able to stop.
No, I know why, because he was defending Ty Hunter. That was the night after I went into
Oh yeah, I was defending. Maybe I don't remember, but whatever the case may be,
he had on a green shirt and I had on a pink shirt.
I thought that the argument would be able to stop after we said what we had to say, but for some odd reason it would not stop, and it kept going. And Kevin had the nerve to tell me, "I will throw you off this roof." And being as though we were on the roof when he said that to me, and I was looking in his eyes when he said it, I said, "Oh no, let me get my bags and go, because I think he's gonna throw me off this roof." And of course, I was still talking shit, but I was talking shit as I was going inside the window. I said, "You ain't ever gotta worry about me coming on this fucking show again, bitch." And then I came downstairs and Nene said, "Well, what's the matter?" I said, "Your brother is gonna get his ass whooped because I can't think." And look, 2 years later, here we go. Still sitting here. Trent and Sam, whatever it is, I'm sure y'all can work it out. But if y'all can't,
and y'all on different content. I mean,
I want to know how that works. You know what, Trent? We need you on this show. Because there's a lot of questions I have to ask. Like, how did you and Sam last so long and y'all not even in the same area code?
And I know they was in New York and they ain't even called me.
How did they meet? Did they ever explain how they even met to start the website?
No, we could find all that out from Trent. His now is no longer Trent Grape Juice on Twitter.
I noticed it. It's Trent.
Yes, you gotta represent Trenty.
Trent.
Oh goodness. So, yeah, I'm just glad that we have lasted this long. We have outlasted a lot of YouTube shows.
We have.
And
you wanted to say something about groups.
Yes, what is it that, like Candy and Skittles, I know this situation, Sam and Trent, Destiny's Child, what's up with Rich Girl, they can't get together,
Well, this is my thing. I think every group dismembers for different reasons. Some dismember for good reasons and some for bad. Like, for instance, Destiny's Child, their reasoning wasn't a bad, it was on good terms. They all wanted to do their own separate thing. Candy and Skittles, to this day, I still don't know why they just... Only you know. And Candy and Skittles, y'all will be happy to know that Kevin did not tell me why. So Kevin, he can keep a secret. And, I didn't ask because I didn't feel as though it was any of my business to ask. So, but I think everybody dismembers for different reasons. I don't think it's always a confrontation like a lot of people seem to think. Like, if me and you ever dismember, which I'm sure it won't because we're not even on TV yet, I don't think that's going to happen. We're going to always be together in my Beyonce voice.
Okay. You know what? Well, I answered that question.
Who?
I was on, what's that show? been
The one,
this.
the dirty.
No.
Boy Revolution.
Boy Revolution. I'm so sorry. I forgot your name. TT Shorty, not Shorty J.
Ooh,
One of the
Shorty J.
J's. No, not him.
Ooh,
I think it was Jesse J and
Jesse
TT.
J is a singer.
Oh, child.
Child, just say
It's one of the J's. So
yes.
one of
Courtney
the
and
J's.
them.
Courtney and them. Who you tried to be on?
Well, I'm just saying you don't know their names. And the only person you know.
They
is Courtney.
asked me, you know, if the Skorpion show, if one of you guys got offered more money, would you still stay? And this is the thing. We're not going to be
more money to do what?
To branch off. This is my thing. Makael and I are not going to be together forever. No. You know, Makael wants to be an actor, and I want to do my thing too. But for right now, we going to stay with this shit till the wheels fall off.
And we're gonna stay with the Skorpion show until it ends like Ciara's career.
Ooh, no.
Hopefully,
I don't want bad ratings if people stop watching.
that was a joke. Ciara and her management, that was a joke.
Kenneth, do not.
For all
Kenneth,
the fans
Kenneth
out
was
there.
like, oh, I know you from somewhere.
Yeah, that's what her manager told Kevin. Oh my God. Ciara manager told Kevin when we was in New York, I know you from somewhere. I said, time to go. Time to go.
And Kevin is tall.
I left his ass standing right there. I said, ooh, don't know me. But no, that was a joke to all you Ciara fans. Please don't be hitting me up like you so fucking ignorant. I can't stand your bald head faggot ass. I can't stand. It was a joke.
Yeah.
Kevin and I will stick together until the wheels fall off. I'm not going nowhere no time soon until I get my crazy in love hit. Okay.
But you know what? Shout out. We're going to end this video by giving a shout out to Miss Kelly Rowland. Because you are doing a damn thing. You are beating Beyonce right now. I mean, you got your song is doing real good on iTunes. You started out lower than B, and now you're higher than B, and B never caught up to you. You're doing good on 106 and Park. You're doing good on the radio chart. So congratulations to you. Now I know some people are like, well, why you got to throw Beyonce name in it? Because you know we always gonna compare Kelly to Beyonce. No matter what she does, they're in the same group. It's always gonna happen.
Well, you know what I think it is? I think that motivation, Kelly Rowland has finally, in my opinion, a lot of people may not agree, but in my opinion, she's finally found a song where a whole collective group of people can jam to. It's not just people overseas jamming to it or people over here, and everybody loves motivation. So Kelly Rowland is doing her thing. The video's hot because I don't really hear too many people saying anything bad about the video. I'm not really that big of a fan of the video. I will admit I'm not that big of a fan of the video. But Kelly Rowland has a lot of people saying, you know what, Kelly? Finally, you're giving us something that we all can sing and we all can groove to. Because I think her last stuff, it was kind of like, where are you going with this? I'm not really understanding where you're going with this. Do you want us to still be with you, or do you want them to still be with you? Or do you want all of us to still be with you? So, kudos to Kelly Rowland on that.
Shout out to Kelly.
And kudos to Beyonce too.
Yes.
Because Beyonce is still doing her thing.
And Michelle is doing it.
And Michelle's doing her thing. Let me tell you something. It's a blessing for someone like Beyonce to still be in the game almost 20 years, not quite get 20 years, but almost 20 years, and for her to still be on anybody's charts, okay, and still be doing her damn thing, because you have some people who just came out about 4 or 5 years ago, and where are they now?
And people are talking about the downfall of B. Is this the bad era? Can we get an album title? Can we get an album release date first?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even comment on when people say that Beyonce. First of all, Beyonce and flop should not even be in the same category.
No, but everything that she touches is not going to.
No, everything that she touches is not. I'm just letting no. Everything that she touches is not going to turn to gold. But just because this particular single is not doing as well as a lot of people may think that it should be doing, does not mean that it's a flop. Or does not mean that she's a flop. We don't, like you said,
don't even know what's going to happen when the video comes out.
Yeah, we don't even know what's going to happen when the video comes out. We don't know the name of this album. Let her come out with her album. Let her come out with more singles before you single her out as a flop. And even if you do single her out as a flop, she'll never be a flop because it is the motherfucking Beyonce. Okay?
And can we get one thing perfectly clear? We do not speak for the Beyonce stands. We are not the presidents of the Beyonce Stan Club of America in Tamar's voice. We are not.
No.
So stop saying Oh, y'all think y'all speak for us? No, you think we speak for y'all, because we don't.
No, we don't speak for you.
Because I speak for the Janet Stan Club of America.
But wait, no, you speak for Kevin.
Yes, I do.
And I speak for Makael. I don't speak for all those other fans out there. What those other fans decide, if they agree with me, they agree with me. If they don't, they don't. I don't speak for anybody but Makael. That's why Kevin and I try to emphasize on our opinion. Our opinion. But sometimes I notice that a lot of y'all seem to forget that part of the video when we say our opinion. I don't know. It'll come to y'all one of these days. It'll come to y'all. It'll come to y'all. Yeah, because we say we'll think, or I think, or this is what I think. But a lot of times some of y'all don't ever seem to catch that part. But it's okay, because y'all get it one of these days.
And if Makael and I do not make it to video on Friday, because we might have to go to New York, Lady Gaga's concert, the Monster Ball Tour, will be on HBO this Saturday at 9 p.m. So if you are Gaga's monster, you know, a little monster, or if you want to see what the Monster Ball Tour is all about, you need to make sure you watch Lady Gaga's Monster Ball Tour on HBO. I went 5 times and I loved the show. And it's going to be weird watching it on TV, but, you know, a lot of people will get a chance to DVR it or, you know, see what Lady Gaga could do in concert. I mean, you've seen her performing on different shows, but you've never seen the show. So make sure y'all watch the show.
It's a great concert. I went twice, and it's really, really good. You all are not only are you going to enjoy it, but if you had any type of reservations about Lady Gaga and her performance skills, you're really going to be shocked and surprised when you see this concert. I saw it live in person. And what's the last song that she does? The very last song.
Now it's
but what was it when we were
Bad Romance? Bad Romance.
Bad Romance. Did she do Bad Romance as the last song on the show?
When she recorded it, and then she did Judas. Yep.
Okay, not Judas.
Born This Way. Okay.
Let me just say this: that performance of the concert is the one performance. Oh my God.
I was just dancing. I was crying.
Let me just say this. I can honestly say that not only did that last performance really, really give it to me, but I was able to tell Lady Gaga that I love. Like, how many of us can sit here and say, I was able to tell a certain artist how much? So I was able to look her in the face and say, Gaga girl, when I tell you I was dancing, I was fucking dancing. She was like, you was really bitch, I was fucking dancing. Okay, bitch. Bitch. Okay? You ain't give it to me like my girl Beyonce, but you did do it good. It's like, no.
Oh, no.
Because you know my mother will whoop. Oh.
So I want to say thank y'all for watching. We gotta go. But make sure you follow us on Twitter, be our friend on Facebook. You know what? I'm thinking about creating a second Facebook page or just turning my page into a fan page, because I have like 700 Facebook friend requests, and no one is going to the Facebook fan page. It's facebook.com/theskorpionshow fans. So make sure y'all like that page, because I got a lot of stuff to do. I try not to curse. A lot of stuff to do. But thank y'all for watching, and we will see you guys.
Can I make a request real quick? For those of you that are watching that are into gifts, the little GIF, the little that I just did a few minutes ago or a few seconds ago, can somebody turn that into a GIF and send it to me, please? And the first person who sends that, you know what? I'm gonna do this. The first 5 people who make a GIF and send it to me, I'll follow them on Twitter. How about that?
I hope my eyes was like this.
I think you were looking that way. But I just want to see how it looks as a gift. Because Vontae sent me this Whitney Houston gift that I think is
I love
gift.
it.
The one she's like, yes! That gift is the gift of all gifts, okay? Oh no, and then the Patti LaBelle one where she's like, y'all gotta see that one too. When Fantasia was singing for her. So please, whoever, the first 5 people who make that gift, I will follow them. Thank you. Okay, we're done.
All right. Sit back down, because we got to do another